Well, hello guys, welcome to episode 38 of Gottne Till I Die. I am the Custard Prophet, and welcome along. So if you're not familiar with the series, we've taken Gottne IF, a tiny Swedish football team who start the game in the fourth tier of Swedish football, and we've taken them currently all the way to the top tier in Sweden. And you know, this is our second season at this level, and we did really well last season, and you know, we haven't necessarily suffered from second season syndrome this time round. We have improved the side, but you know, we're finding it tricky. We're finding it hard to keep hold of our best players, and that's a little spoiler for you. What I'm going to talk about in a second. So you should have seen a game a little while ago. I played a game, recorded a game against Göteborg, which we had a really good result, really good game of football, and unfortunately, due to my computer, which is a problem that's appearing more and more, I don't understand why. The game was so glitchy during the match play, not just during when the highlights were on, which is normally the issue. It was all the way through. I can't figure out why. Yeah, it was just unusable, unfortunately. The whole sort of last 15, well, it wasn't 15 minutes, but the last 10 minutes of the episode were completely ruined, which is gutting, absolutely gutting. I only saw it about when I got to that part in the editing. I hadn't checked it, which I probably should have done. I normally do check that the match play isn't jumpy, otherwise it's kind of pointless me editing it. So yeah, my mistake. Anyway, let's just have a quick look at let's have a look at the transfers, because things have happened, and the reason I came back for the Göteborg game was because we'd had some transfers. Now you'll see underneath the king, the legend, Mr. Hasanbegovic, another legend of the club who's only been here a short while, Hasan Omatoya, who we bought in. He is a brilliantly impressive player, and he's now gone. He's gone to Borussia Dortmund. He's in their under-19s currently, and he'll do very, very well there. They originally put a bid in for about £35,000, and we've managed to sort of increase the what we've got to £350,000, which I think is quite good. He wanted to go. This is based, you know, hopefully we will get the full 575k purse there, but if we don't, well, it's not the end of the world, is it? But we do have a 40% sell-on fee, and I think with him there's a potential to get some money back from that. So obviously we lost him. Transfer window has shut, but we have made 3 signings. I know, 3 signings. This is crazy, isn't it? Let me show you the guy that we replaced him with. So I originally was looking to bring in a Swede, a 19-year-old Swede. He was good. He was very good, but he needed some work. So he was young and needed to be developed. And I don't know, with the coaches we've got, I think developing players is particularly hard at the minute. So that was going to go through. In the end, he decided he was going to go to Norrköping reserves from Norrköping, which is an interesting low move to make. We offered him £100,000 for the permanent move. So then, randomly, out absolutely nowhere, this guy came into my into my scouts. I don't even think it was my scouts who brought him up. It was just his agent sort of said, you know, he needs a home. My little Nergis, he needs a home. He's worried away from his Lithuanian roots. So I thought, well, he looked good. But I couldn't really tell with the guy. I play with attributes, blinded attributes, or whatever the bloody thing is. Attributes not switched off, but you know, your scouts need to find them. There's a word for that, which is just gone from my head. I could see that he had good potential. I could see that potentially he was quite good now, and so we got him in on a trial. He looked pretty good, and I'm pretty pleased. He's not Omatoya. He's not that good, as you can see, but he's a fast player, and you know I like fast players. But he's agile. He's got good balance. There's a lot of good physicals going on there. Concentration's a bit of an issue, but but he does have good decisions, good composure, and a good work rate, which is always a great thing for a player to have. Passing is a problem. I have to say I've not noticed that so far. Finishing is a real issue, and that's something we do need to try and work on. But he can dribble, and he can take a free kick. He's a reasonable free kick taker, and as you can see, he's been here 3 games. He had 3 starts, 2 assists, 2 goals, 7.3 average rating. That's not bad. And when you see who we've been playing in the last few games, you'll see that's a really good return. Outside of that, the other 2 players we brought in, Andreas Lawson. This guy was basically someone to sit on the bench to give us a little bit of versatility. And you can see he does that really nicely. He can play on the left side, he can play in the middle, he can play on the right side. He can also play in that defensive midfielder role. He's got a decent tackling stats. You know, it's not amazing, but it's decent. So he can do all of those jobs. Fairly good stats across the board. I mean, I guess the slightly worrying stats are concentration, composure. That's not great. So hopefully that doesn't end up being a problem. He's got no flair at all, which I guess it depends. If you're going to play him out there, you probably need a little bit more flair, although it doesn't seem to show it. Depending on I suppose it depends on what the role is. 160. So he's a little wee guy. He's got no weight to him at all. I mean, he's the weight of my left foot. And then finally, the other place that I saw us having a little bit of an issue was in defensive midfield. We had Safstrom, I think, was our only sort of. Well, we had a few players who can kind of play there as a backup for Olström or something. What the heck is that? I can never remember his name. Anyway, Linus, it's the defensive midfielder. So what I wanted to do was bring in someone who could challenge for it, and I think this guy is actually better. You can see, I mean, bravery and passing stand out, and it's great to have someone who can pass back there. I think that's a really important thing. Someone who can hit a nice long pass, find his man, and do the business. His physical stats are quite outstanding for a player at this level, for a club of our size. But he's also got some really nice other stats. His decisions, his determination look very, very good. Positioning, work rate again. And I think, have I already mentioned this, tackling? So obviously he needs to be able to tackle if we're playing him as a defensive midfielder, which is what we are doing, not a Segundo Volante, because I don't really know what that does. So I'm pretty pleased with that as a whole, and he's pretty much usurped Olsen in that position. I mean, if you actually look at him, we compare him with Linus Olsen. I was saying it right all along. He is just better across the board. He is better. Olsen's a little bit faster, and technical stats a little bit better, but that's it. Everything else he's better at. So I think that's a pretty good upgrade from my point of view. Yes, so that's what we've done in terms of what we've played. So as I say, I came back for this game, which is a win that we got, which was nice. We've struggled a little bit, but you look at the games that we've had to play and you can kind of understand why. So Djurgårdens, I can't, I know you don't say the D, Djurgårdens, there we go. We lost 2-0. Yeah, it was a 2-0 loss. There was nothing. I can't sort of go against that. That's what it deserved to be. Game after that, we deserved to win this about 4,000-0. They had one shot pretty much in the entire game. We had 5 clear-cut chances. We had 2 disallowed goals. We hit the post 3 times. It was one of those games where you think, well, the gods are angry with us. Zeus has hit us up the arse with his lightning rod or whatever he has. But it was not a good. I was pretty angry after that. It's frustrating because we know we need to pick up points against teams like that. Then we played Hammarby, who are flying well in the league, and we had a really good game. This is Amatoya's last game. He knew he was going. he scores a penalty, has a pretty good game for us, which was really, really nice to see. They scored a goal late on. I felt we edged it. I felt we could have done all right. I think we could have won that game, but we won the next game against Göteborg. I was so pleased I got this on camera, and then I didn't, and it's gutting. Paul, that's what I'm calling him now because he's just too long a name, and Bernardsson with a late goal. We didn't deserve to win it. Let's be honest. They had more shots, but we scored a late goal and made the most of good goalkeeping. I'll put it like that. So then I thought the recording screwed up on that one. I thought, well, I'm not going to come back for AIK. I'm not going to come back for BK Häcken. Both those games we played bloody brilliantly. It's so annoying. Look at this. We started poorly against AIK. They went 1-0 up. We got a goal back. They scored another one, 2-1 up, and they went 3-1 up, and we scored another goal back. And then we went on the offensive. We had a couple of chances to level it up, and they scored a late goal. It was a really, really exciting game, really good game. I was thrilled with how we played against AIK. Then BK Häcken again doing well in the league. We were better than them. We were better. It was utterly amazing to see. Apart from the goals, you can see we conceded late on. Scored a goal from Maranowskis, he scored in the last one as well, didn't he? Yeah, I didn't say it was Paul and Maranowskis with the goals, the two strikers. Maranowskis with a goal early on. They scored soon after, but then Bernardsson got one, and then Jan gave away a penalty, which was so frustrating. And then we can see the late goal, but we had a few chances in there to win this. Notice though, because the reason I didn't come back for this game was the defence we were putting up. We had 3 players suspended from defence, so we were playing the Eagle at right back, Jan Erkan and Safstrom, who got injured, so we had to take him off and put Sjöberg on. We had maximum 2 stars in defence, so that's not bad. That's not bad. We were weak defensively, but not terrible. And it just shows these players, they still have value. They still have value to this club. So then we have just played in the Cup, and finally, after a couple of dodgy episodes where we've gone out of this Cup early on, we will be playing in the Swedish Cup in the group stages. So look out for that. Paul with the goal. Maranowskis, he got out injured, so it means he is not playing today, which is the slight frustration. So let's have a look at the team that we are putting out here. So we've got SodaStream. He's back. He is back, which is really important. The defence looks much better than the one that we put out against Häcken. Safstrom, 2-star player. You can see he's struggling a little bit, but he was doing okay earlier in the season. We might need to think about what to do there. Anyway, he's on at left back, Kirkby at right back, Knudsen and Hagen as the centre back partnership. And we got Tinnerholm, this new guy, playing as a ball winning midfielder, not a defensive midfielder, as I said. Sorry. Samare now is in that central midfielder role. I found actually, he put a ball through to Bernardsson, which was exquisite in the win over Göteborg. We are doing better with him in that position. I can't believe I'm saying, but we are not having Simpson in the team. So he is playing on this right side. He can play there. He's not as good. I mean, look at the dribbling, finishing, all those sort of stats, but he has got the passing stats and he's fast. So that, I'm hoping, is going to be enough. Bernardsson on the left, and what we're going with up top. So Sigurd Palsson is out. I was going to say, I think we're going to play with Kone. Yeah, we'll do that. Kone getting a rare start. He's probably going to come in and score a load of goals, but Maranowskis will be on the bench and we'll bring him on as needed. Yeah, you can see on the bench, outside the bench, we haven't got. It's not that good, really. Although I might do that. Jarrett, give him a bit of a rest. Oh no, we can't. Bums. There we go. We're now sort of just about at this sort of Swedish rule, so we've got to start thinking about that. Kone, yeah, we might not have him here next season. Paul is Swedish, I think. Yeah, so you know he'll be here next season. He's done all right. He's done all right. Right then, let's see how we do. I don't know what the we're playing the team with the long name. You know, I never say their name. I mean, why would anyone try and say that name? Let's see what we do. Hopefully it doesn't screw up again. I'd be gutted if this happens again. I've kind of restarted the computer. I've looked at a lot of things to try and sort of sort this out. But if you've got any advice on what the problem could be, I've taken the resolution of the match engine right down. I know I could go to 2D match engine, but I just don't like doing that. I've never played on 2D, not since they changed it to the 3D. I played it, you know, back in the day, but I wouldn't want to do that in these later versions. Just feels not quite right. I know a lot of very good YouTubers do that, Dr. Benji, Bobby G, but still, this is the way I play the game. Right then, first opportunity, and that, come on, offside, please. It's offside, thank God for that. Looked like it was standing right on the goal line there. Yeah, I mean, there was 3 of them offside, or 2 of them. So yeah, you were not having that. So 0-0 at the minute. It's going to be the most dull game in the world, isn't it? We've not got our best up, but it seems like Marinauskis and Paul, who weren't here at the start of the season, have started a little bit of decent partnership. I'm going to probably bring Marinauskis on in the second half. That's a really crappy first half. Make the difference, that's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. Right, we're going to tactically look at this. Marinauskis. Swap those guys over. There we go. And we'll see whether we can do anything here. We'll get creative. I'm not sure quite how good Simpson is going to be at right midfield, and that might be a problem. Right, well, we've cleared it. Nicely done. Ball into Marinauskis, and you see him there. Kirkeby, yeah, his first game against Göteborg, he didn't play too well. Knudsen into Kirkeby. Knudsen, don't lose the ball, matey. Back to the goalkeeper. The soda stream. Out left. Doesn't need to. Into Hagen. Bit of a wild touch, but it's into Bernardsson. They're pressing well, actually. Tinnerholm. They've got the ball back, and they've made the most of that. And they've got a chance here. I don't know. I can't see who's... Oh, lovely play. Hookik. With a great goal. We're 1-0 down. Quite disappointing. I don't really want to be losing against a team like this. I mean, we've had more shots, but we've not seen them. They've had all the chances, haven't they? And what is the goalkeeper doing? No, that's not good. Oh, show some passion. Guys, this is terrible. I had a really good episode recorded, and this is what I get. Right, we're going to put a proper right winger on, and maybe that's going to make the difference. Right, we haven't even seen a bloody highlight for us yet, have we? They got it again. Greg Dyke. We've got the ball here. It's Marinauskis. He's done really well. Is he going to pass the ball? His shooting is not great, and we can see that there. He's not left-footed as far as I know as well. So, you know, that was never going to end well. Yeah, this is one of the more disappointing games. We've created more chances against AIK than we have here. We'll push Tinderholm a little bit forward. Put him into a box-to-box role, I think. Advanced playmaker on attack. Safstrom is always... He's consistently being poor now, which is a worry. I'm going to bring the Eagle on and see whether we can get a little bit more out of that left-back position. But... well, we lost it there. We've not played well today. I think we we'll just have to accept that. Beautifully done. Marinauskis into Kenny Jarrett. And, well, no. Another one of those games, isn't it? Where we've had more shots than them, actually, but they've had the better opportunities. So it's probably deserved. Yeah, that's disappointing. We're normally quite good against this team, so that is a poor result. And we have to think long and hard about that. Because losing against the team with the long name, who are above us, let's be fair about that, they're having a better season than we are. But we're still considerably above the likes of the teams in the bottom three. It's a harder season this time round, but you know, it is what it is. We've lost the game, and it's not great. We need to be better. That's the 3 games on the trot we've lost. We've got a nice easy run coming up, and we need to make the most of that, and we need to win some games here, starting against Falkenberg. Well, thank you very much for dropping by. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button. It wasn't the most exciting game. I should have showed you any of these other games, but that's the way it is. Mind you, I might still have to play another game. You might be seeing the Falkenbergs game instead if this hasn't recorded properly. I will have to check. But anyway, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have, hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.